Hi, this is Julene, and I'm going to take you on a guided tour of the night sky so that you can locate the planets. This is for the week of Friday, October 14th, Friday evening, through Friday morning of October 21st. And what we're doing here is we're looking west-southwest at 7 p.m. West-southwest at 7 p.m. and you'll notice here that Mercury is about to set and Venus is about to set just afterwards. As a matter of fact, if I advance this 15 minutes, you'll see that Venus will set around 7:15. Now, Mercury is probably not bright enough to be seen through the twilight, but you will be able to locate Venus. Now what I want to show you real quick is how this corresponds to the astrology chart, because you'll notice that Mercury and Venus are in the constellation Virgo, and in the chart they are in Scorpio. So here's the chart of the moment, 7 p.m. on October 14th. And here's Mercury and Venus about to set. This line that runs from the ascendant to the descendant, this line right here is the horizon. Anything below the horizon you can't see. The sun is set, Saturn has set, Mars set hours ago, Jupiter and the moon are about to rise. Anything that's in these houses is above the horizon and you can see the planets by facing south. This is why south is at the top of the chart. So here's east, here's west, and you see that even though the zodiac sign is different from the constellation, this is a map of the sky with Mercury and Venus both about to set, and Jupiter and the moon are about to rise. All right, so this is for the 14th. Now what I want you to watch is I move this bit of the night sky forward to see what you can see at sunset here through the week. You're going to notice that Mercury and Venus start moving toward the constellation Libra. The natural direction of planets when they are direct is to move eastward because they're going forward through the constellations. You know it goes Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. So the planets are going to move eastward in that direction. I'm going to advance this one night at a time. Here's the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. So you'll see obviously that Venus made quite a bit of movement along the zodiac during this week. Venus moves roughly a degree a day, and so does Mercury. Now, we also were wondering here about Jupiter being about to rise. So I'm going back to the 14th. I'm going to take us over to the eastern horizon. Okay, so here we are in the eastern horizon. And we've got 7:15, 7:30, 7:45. Jupiter rises around 7:45. You'll be able to locate Jupiter in the constellation of Aries. It's 7:45. Now the moon is going to follow here at 8:15. Okay, so the moon's following around 8:15. Now I want to go back to sunset here, 7:45. Here's Jupiter through the week, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. You'll notice that Jupiter pretty much stayed in the same spot in the sky, but that each night he'll be a little bit higher above the horizon at 7:45. Now Mars, I'm going back to the 14th to show you when Mars is going to rise. Mars is going to rise after 2 a.m., so we're going to keep going forward here. Okay, we're at midnight now. Mars is between Cancer and Leo. It's about to show up. There's Mars about 2:15 a.m. on Saturday morning. Okay, October 15th, 2:15 a.m. Mars rises. As we go through the week, you'll notice that at the same time, Mars is going to be higher up. What I want to have you watch, let me go back to the 14th so you can see this. Let's track Mars against this fixed star right here in Leo, because you're going to watch Mars pass this up during the week. There's the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. See how Mars passed that up? Okay, so that's about 2:45 in the morning. You'll probably be sleeping most nights when Mars is rising. You probably won't witness that planet pass that star, but we can certainly notice some things in the morning. So if I advance this, I'm going to go back to the 15th for Saturday morning. That'll be tomorrow morning. And let's do about 6 a.m. Okay, let's do 6:30. Okay, 6:30 a.m. Let's say we were looking out at 6:30 a.m. Mars is going to be high above the eastern horizon, kind of in the east-southeast. And if we scroll the sky over to the west, you'll see that Jupiter and the moon here are above the western horizon. I'm going to give this a different view so that we can watch both horizons at once. And here we go. So I'm going to put this right in the south because you face south to see the ecliptic. Okay, so if we were to cast a chart, let me put the meridian in here. Let me put the zenith in here. Okay, there's the zenith. Okay, the zenith, you know, is part of what makes the meridian. So everything on this side is going to be somewhere between the 9th house would begin here coming this way, the 10th house is beginning this way. So we're looking at Mars probably in about the 10th, 11th house cusp, and Jupiter and the moon probably about the 8th house. Okay, so let's take a look at a chart and see. There we go. There's Mars in the 11th house. There's the moon in the 8th, and Jupiter just entered the 7th. So you can see relative to the meridian, even though this is giving us a tropical Cancer midheaven and the constellation is Gemini, we can still see that this is about the distance from the meridian, which is when you're facing directly due south, that these planets are. Okay. So I want to show you the moon. I want you to watch the moon's movement. This is 6:30 a.m. So if you're up in the morning, probably you're not going to be up at 6:30 a.m. on Saturday, but if you were, you would notice that the moon is right here by the Pleiades. This right here is the Seven Sisters. That's Pleiades. Okay. It always mentions Alcyone, but there's actually 7 sisters there, and if you put a telescope to the night sky, you can't even pick out what these initial 7 were because there are so many stars right there. It's really amazing. Okay, so now here is Sunday morning. Let's go here. Sunday morning at 6:30. Now see, the moon has moved over here to by Aldebaran. Now if we go to the 17th, which is going to be Monday morning, so Monday morning you may actually be up at this time, and you will notice that the moon is between the horns of the bull. This is El Nath, and this one is Zeta Tauri. Okay, so the moon will be between the horns of the bull on the morning of October 17th. I'm going to keep this at 6:30. Okay, on the morning of October 18th, it's by the feet of Gemini. October 19th brings us to mid-Gemini. October 20th takes us into Cancer, past the 2 heads of Gemini, which are Castor and Pollux, and into the dimmer stars of Cancer. And now we are nearly to the moon, to Mars. The moon's going to travel 4.5 signs a week because the moon takes 27 1/3 days to go through the entire zodiac. So that stands to reason if there are 12 signs and it's taken her 4 weeks to go around that she's going to cover 4 signs a week. And our last one here is next Friday morning, the 21st. Mars will be above the moon and Regulus will be right next door. So next week we'll watch the moon go through Leo and Virgo and the next 2 signs. So thank you for joining me. Happy sky watching, and give me some feedback. Let me know if this helped you and if you were able to locate the planets. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.